Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 14th of March. Now before I get started, I just want to do a big shout out to you, Debbie 8436. You are that Debbie. Happy birthday. I hope you had an amazing day yesterday. Your birthday was on the 13th. Lucky 13 we say here. So happy birthday. There's some lovely messages on there as well yesterday for you too, Debbie. So go and check those out. Hope you had an amazing day. So many birthdays this month, guys. Lots of sensitive little Piscean fish, aren't we, guys? So enjoy your day. I hope you had a great day yesterday. Okay, now let's get straight into the reading, guys. First off, oh, sorry, guys. I am out here with my doggos. Hey, Sophie. Fingers crossed. Sprocket's looking around for some cookies. I spread some cookies around the yard, so he's hunting them down using his hunting skills. First off, I've got a little bit of admin. Welcome anybody new as well to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit the bell notifications so my videos pop up. Please feel free to comment. We chat to each other here. We let each other know what's going on because pretty much it's not on mainstream media what's going on currently around the world, especially around the protesting. We know that's still going on. And hit those like buttons, guys. You know that helps me a lot. Lets people know that maybe that video is worth watching. So thank you. I do appreciate it. Okay, first off, we've got Joe Biden. Yes, he's definitely, he's clinched the Democratic nomination, apparently. So we always knew that. Stop, Sprocket. Oh, I just ran into the table. Oh, of course it did. Oh, my God. I thought the cookies would... Sophie, sit. You two sit. Oh, my goodness. They're crazy. Sit down. Thank you, everyone. Sprocket, sit down. Oh, my gosh. Sprocket has gone blind, guys, as you know. And he does tend... Cheers, everyone. I've got my coffee. He does tend to run into a lot of things. Oh, it was cloudy, but now the sun's starting to come out. I may have to move if the sun comes out too much, guys. So, you know how professional I am? Hopefully the cloud will cover the sun. Oh, it's getting all glary. Sorry, guys. I have to move. Let's move us a little bit this way. Sophie, I've got to move. That's better. Sorry, guys. I can't focus when it's too... Oh, I know you guys would be very jealous of my sunshine. I'm not complaining about the sun, don't worry. I'm actually loving it. We're having some really beautiful days here. So fingers you guys start to get some sunlight. I know a lot of you have had a lot of grey skies, especially in the UK, etc. Okay. And last night I watched a little bit of that. I was telling you I was going to watch a little bit of that Facebook and Instagram documentary about Zuckerberg. But I think it wasn't anything new to us as BS detectors. We know that they control the algorithms. Oh my goodness, that sun. It was really about the algorithms, and of course Sophie's going into the dirt over here, being the grubby that she is. So basically it wasn't anything that we didn't know, guys, about the algorithm feeds and how they try to feed you information and find out all about it. Nothing new there. And the other thing that popped up, hey guys, I did post a couple of products on my Facebook page again because we're getting more and more of these lab-based protein fake artificial meats in my supermarkets. It was in Woolies yesterday. I took a couple of photos. They're on my Facebook page. They keep calling them vegan, but we know it's fake as. The steak looked like hard. It looked like liver, but it was really hard. I might even buy one and show you, and we'll read the ingredients. I haven't forgotten, guys. So there was more of this in the shops. It's getting wider. I'm sure you guys are noticing it in your meat sections as well. The little protein plant-based food is starting to become wider in the supermarket meat section. And now this is in Victoria. Of course, it's always in Victoria, in Melbourne. Everything seems to roll out in Victoria, Melbourne, the most locked down city in the world. They're putting security tags on the meat now, you know, like they do on the clothing where they put the dye thing, the tag, so you can't shoplift it. Because obviously meat's getting very expensive, and they're actually starting to tag the packets of steaks and meat and all this kind of stuff. Guys, we've been buying directly from the farmers. There's this mob, I can't remember what they're called, but my hubby bought it a few weeks ago, and you buy a box directly from the farmers, so it cuts out like Woolies and Coles. What an awesome idea. And the meat was delicious, the chicken was delicious, and they're like free range animals. So it's probably a good way to do it, guys. If you're thinking about, you know, helping the farmers, maybe doing something like that. That's the reason we've started doing it, is to cut out all the middlemen, all the big corporates that are making all the money out of the poor farmers. Supporting our local farmers, guys. I'll show you the box of that, because if anyone lives in Australia, you can probably order it as well. And then last night, of course, I told you we had the Under Investigation show, which is a very serious show. It's usually about crimes and homicide and all this sort of stuff. But last night they had about China and its spying network surveillance in Australia. Nothing new to the BS detectors. And they were talking about TikTok. And they were talking about how China's really trying to get their little claws in Australia, which we know that they are, nothing new. They talked about the cameras, the microphones, the facial recognition, how China's really working this into Australia, because it was about Australia, guys. And that we could be, it's okay, we could be facing an authoritarian regime in Australia if we're not careful. What a surprise. Anyway, they were talking about the data use as well and how they push their own propaganda. So China actually pushes the narrative. They can influence what we buy, and it helps in turn then to influence China, because it's about the trading of resources, etc. So it does sort of go back to helping China if they can control the narrative here in Australia. No surprises really, guys. We're not really shocked. I wasn't shocked to hear this. They have a lot of banned words apparently on TikTok as well. So they're already influencing foreign countries. And I guess we could just say that this is another conspiracy of ours that's, yes, coming true and coming to fruition right on the doorstep of Australia and many other countries, because we know, well, example, UK, probably Canada. We know China's got its little claws into most of these countries when it comes to AI, algorithms, all the above. Yet again, come here. The other thing I just wanted to mention to you guys is, Sophie, she's such a grubby. She's dug a hole and now she's sitting in it. Have a look at it. I'm going to show you my doggos, guys. Look. You see her there? Sophie. Sophie. Oh, Sophie. And there's Sprocket. Look at Sprocket, guys. Right in a big dirt hole. What a pair. Oh my goodness. I know you guys like to see what the dogs are up to. No bones today, so we should be quiet. We might get to hear some birds. The birds have been very quiet. It's weird. It's very, very strange and quiet here, guys. Oh, and reminder too, stick around for my picker cards at the end, guys. I've been doing a little mini picker card for all my regular viewers. Just a little bit of light fun, just a little short one, guys, so stick around for that too. Yesterday I did you, Pauline, so hopefully you, Pauline Taylor, hopefully you got your little picker card. Okay, getting back to the admin. There's quite a bit of admin today. I was getting served yesterday by a lady in Woolworths supermarket here. I know her fairly well. You know, when you go through, you sort of get to know people. And her daughter lives in Thailand. They moved across to Thailand. And I talk to her a lot because my daughter's from Thailand. And we sort of chat a lot. And she was saying, I said, has she been over there late? And she goes, actually, I've just come back. And I went, oh, okay. And I thought she'd just had a holiday. And she goes, my daughter's been really sick. And I went, oh, and her daughter wouldn't, she'd probably not even be in her mid-40s. And I go, oh, what happened? She goes, oh, I said, did she have the flu or the virus or something? She said, no, I had to fly over. She's had some like bleeding like brain issue. And I went, what? And she continued to sort of roll her eyes. And I said, well, what's that about? I said, is it an aneurysm? Like, she goes, well, and she was like hesitant to talk to me about it. And I said, was it a clot? And she goes, well, they're pretty much blaming the CV jab. Hello, yet another one, guys. And I'm pretty sure the way she was talking, it was like the doctors and that were blaming it. So this isn't good, guys. There's more people being affected. We're hearing about it every day, aren't we, guys? It just doesn't end. It's so sad. And she's got 4 children. And the mum said that she was pretty muddled up in the brain, obviously, because she couldn't even wash up. But she recognised her mother and she was starting to come good. But I mean, that's a big life disruption when you've got 4 young children. The husband's a teacher and he's had to stay home. He can't go to work at the moment because he's got to take care of the kids. Like, what are they doing to people? Anyway, don't even get me started on that. It's a whole evolving nightmare, isn't it? Side effects. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys, I've been saying I've been having a lot of trouble with Rumble, loading a video to Rumble. I've got a few on there. You can go and check them out anyway, guys. I have been trouble loading, but lately there's been a lot of guys here replacing lines. And finally, I was near one the other day, and a friend of mine asked them what they were doing, and they said they're replacing the NBN cable in the rural areas, which is the National Broadband Network. But they were only putting the cable in because the cables are so old here out in these regions that they're replacing the cable. But he said, but it's going to not be connected for months and months. So maybe that's why, since I've been doing this, I haven't been able to load a Rumble video. So could kind of explain it maybe, guys. So sorry about that. Hopefully, once they connect all the cable and everything, I might have some service. It's pretty bad, guys. Anyway, we'll just see. Watch this space, guys. But they're doing it all over town. I've still got the army guys here too, guys, roaming around town with all their uniforms and burgans and their big weapons, big firearms. They're still getting around town. They give you a cheesy grin every now and again. It's kind of weird. You walk past 15 or 30 of them. They're all... And they even do commando crawling. And it's so weird having all the army people in town. It's good, though. It's good. I don't mind it. Oh, yes. And to finish off the admin, of course, guys, we've got yet another story. Oh, yes, there was emergency evacuation of another apartment block in Bankstown, Sydney. I wonder what caused that fire. Let me think. Oh, that's right. They did mention it on the mainstream media. An EV bike. Yes. And they had to evacuate the whole building yet again. So I'm thinking more EV bikes are going to be banned from these buildings, probably overseas as well, guys. So another fire, massive fire in Sydney last night, or probably this morning, because it was in the middle of the night. They had to all get out. Honestly, would you own an EV scooter, car, or any of the above, bike? No thanks. It does turn you off a little, doesn't it? And Fat Toad, I just wanted to mention that you're always commenting on my channel. Thank you so much. You were letting us know that the France protests are continuing, and that taxis are now blocking roads as well. Awesome. So good. Because we don't see any of this on mainstream media, guys. Wouldn't know what was happening. And you actually mentioned that there were some masses of women getting together and gathering as well. This could be about abortion kind of issues, when I'm not sure, but you did mention that women coming together, and I saw that the other week, that a lot of women are going to come together and stand for women's rights and things like that too. And the other thing was, John, you mentioned that changing of the guard. We do talk about that's to do with the Royal Guards, and they change, but there's different areas that they change, and you did say that one corner it can be at the back of the entrance of number 10 Downing Street. So watch this space, guys. Thank you, John. You're always awesome on my channel too. Look, I really appreciate the feedback, guys, because otherwise how would we know? So always check out each other's comments, guys, because I try to keep you up to date as much as I can, but unless we're really tuned into these things, we're pretty much not going to see it. And I know a lot of you don't watch mainstream media for obvious reasons. Okay, let's get started. Cheers, everyone. Now let's get into the prediction reading. This is a weird one. They're giving me Homer Simpson. We know the Simpsons do enormous amount of predictions. I don't know what the go is. Do they have a psychic working for them? What's the situation? But they do a lot of predictions. But for some reason, I'm getting Homer Simpson. Maybe we've got to go and watch the Simpsons predictions for 2024. We'll see if there's anything similar, guys, that overlaps and comes up. There could be a commonality there. I am getting Homer Simpson. Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm just getting... What I'm getting around Homer is a lot of people are going to just start eating Does he really eat a lot of pizza and beer? I'm guessing that he does. I'm just getting a lot of people eating basic pizza now, topping up pizzas, very basic food, a lot of takeaway. I mean, you think about it now, guys. This is what I'm getting. It's cheaper to buy takeaway than it is to actually cook, for example, a pizza. like by the time you bought a base, bought all the foods to put on top of it, have a bit of wastage maybe, it's easier to go and buy a pizza. Maybe that's why we're getting Homer. Does he really eat a lot of pizza, or what's that? I think Homer eats everything, doesn't he? But I am getting this Homer Simpson. I'm just getting this visual of Homer Simpson. And it's virtually saying, I think what they're implying is dads trying to feed their families and people trying to feed their families. Like, what are the cheap ways to feed your families? I'm just getting this with Homer Simpson, just throwing down a pizza on the table for Bart and, is it Maggie? Is that her name? What's the little girl? I think it's Maggie. Lucy? No, Maggie. Isn't it? I haven't watched it for a long time. Yeah, people are looking at cheaper options to eat. I feel like eating, well, I think we could all agree, going shopping and that, it's expensive. And you cannot have any wastage now. I think we've all become very careful what we buy, what we spend, how far these meals are going to go. Like, can you have a few meals from leftovers from the day before? Like, if example you cook a lasagna, you can make some frozen meals. I'm just getting this kind of thing. But with the pizza thing, I'm getting that's about as far as takeaway goes now for a lot of people. People can't afford, you know, the big. Remember years ago, you'd go to your Chinese and get takeaway, you'd go to your Thai and get takeaway, or all these kind of Italian restaurants and get takeaway. Well, now it's like becoming very basic. People's takeaway is like just a pizza, like from Domino's or Pizza Hut, if they still exist, and this kind of thing. That's just what I'm getting. Life's becoming very basic, and basic in the food eating departments for everyone. This is for everyone. Oh. I'm not seeing Homer giving up his beers though, somehow. It's like us with our coffee, isn't it, guys? We're not giving some things up. Our takeaway coffees are too important and too yummy, aren't they, guys? Or your wines or whatever you're into. That's a weird one. I'm just getting that. So food's a big issue for everybody now. Everyone. All right. Like, people aren't cooking the fancy meals that they used to eat. You know, like, show me like salmon and caviar. Like, this is just an image of the posh foods that are very expensive being sort of pushed aside for the basic menu now for most people. And we know why, just the bloody cost. All right. I'm getting America, and I'm getting that visual of that poster with Uncle Sam. Is it Uncle Sam with the big hat? It's kind of like, we want you, we want you, we want you, and the Motley Crew. I'm getting that Village People song. They want you, they want you, they want you. But that's in the Navy, isn't it? Well, maybe they're still recruiting in the Navy in America. We know there's heaps of Navy movement around. Well, it can be submarines too, but it can also be aircraft carriers, all this kind of thing. I feel like the US is really building the military navy, about the ships, the subs. It's a lot going on. I'm getting that Uncle Sam poster, and I'm still getting that song by the Village People. They want you and the Motley Crew in the Navy. I'm getting that song for you guys. Sophie. Soph. Oh my God, my dogs. What's the point of giving you a bath, Sophie? Oh, here it comes. It's a grubby. All right. God, I'm getting this visual of America, and I'm getting like one of these old war movies with the bomber planes and the jet pilots. And I feel like this is the people. No, I'm kind of getting this about the people wanting to fight back in America. It's like an old war movie, but they're being taken down. It's like they're being shot out of the sky. People in America, they want to stand up. They want to fight back, but it's almost showing me like their planes are too old. Like, they're showing me these old bomber jets, you know, like something out of one of those really old war movies, American war movies, where they're fighter pilots, but they just get shot down. I always admire the technology back then, how they had these like incredible planes. Like, that was a long time ago, some of these war planes and things, and I'm just getting that image. But it's like for modern day, it's like people want to fight back, but they feel like this is just in general, that their equipment's too old. They don't know how to fight back against everything that's happening because they feel like they don't have the modern equipment to fight. And this isn't literally like planes and war. This is just the little people. It almost feels like it almost feels to me like the people in America haven't caught up with technology and the advanced technology that some of these other countries have. So this is what makes me feel like people in America are feeling very vulnerable to the rest of the world. And I think you could agree with that Biden really hasn't kept you guys on the world stage. And the fact that you've got such migrant issues, it's bringing over a lot of hostility. And I always talk about when you bring people en masse that are coming from like war-torn countries or countries where, for example, Mexico cartel, whole lot of, what would you say, volatile energy, it comes with it, but then that causes other people's frequencies to rise up. So a lot of American people are really frustrated now. So I feel like the American people don't feel like they've got the correct equipment to fight these battles. Like if something was to erupt, for example, around terrorism or something like this in America, things could easily feel to the Americans that it could get out of control. And it's shown me them in their old fighter pilot jets. That, for example, they don't feel like they're the Top Gun Mavericks with the great big modern jets that can really have these great fighter planes that can just hone in on things, and like Tom Cruise, like Maverick in Top Gun. They don't feel they've got the modern equipment. This is what I feel about American people. Probably not you guys watching my channel because we're still watching all this from afar. This is the people waking up. They feel like their equipment is dated. And it could literally be about fighting and war and all this because Biden keeps talking about it. Of course he does. And people people feel vulnerable because they don't feel like they're on the world stage anymore. They've got great strength anymore. And to be honest, I actually feel like people feel very defeated and deflated. I feel like people, they haven't got any fight in them. It's like they're in these bomber jets, right? This is the people waking up in America. They're in these bomber jets, but they feel like they can't fight the other Top Gun Mavericks that are like coming towards them, like say Japan or something like this. And it feels like Americans feel like their country could be destroyed just like that. That's what I'm feeling. They feel like, well... Look at China taking over everything. They feel, and that's what they were talking about in that doco too. China wants to be the superpower, which we've been saying here for 2 years. Why has no one been listening? And this is what I'm getting. They feel like they could just be squashed at any moment. A lot of people in America feel like, well, they are being squashed, aren't they? Look at New York. Say no more. So that's what I'm getting. Americans feel like they're not up to date. They're behind the 8 ball, is what I'm getting. It's sad, isn't it? And it creates that vulnerability in people. They're not up to speed with the rest of the world when it comes to, well, war and fighting and everything changing and just being dominated by other countries starting to come in and take over. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from America. It's very confusing times for America over there, isn't it, guys? All right. Oh, I'm getting Trump. Of course I am. He just wants to rid America of Biden. He thinks Biden's completely ruined your country. He just wants to come in and turn everything around and shift everything again. See, I always get, whenever I think of America, you're right, Spocket? Whenever I think of America and presidents, I think of Ronald Reagan. For some reason, I don't know what it was, because we know he was an actor. Maybe there's something about the actors. We know Trump is a good one. They kind of bring power and strength with them and respect. So I feel like Ronald Reagan had a lot of respect. So I feel like Trump sort of not models himself on him, but I do get that connection a lot to Ronald Reagan. Right, Ronald Reagan sort of had you on the world stage, didn't he? I don't think Bill Clinton did, to be quite honest. It was different, but I am getting this. I'm getting this. Trump wants to build like he wants America to be back on the world stage, but he doesn't want it to be above everybody like Panda China does and Xi Jinping. He wants to be like an equal. Trump actually does have the interest of the American people at heart. I really believe that. He wants to be seen as like an equal to other countries. He doesn't want to separate himself. He doesn't want America to be separated and full of ego and we're better than everyone else and we're just going to come and squash everyone else. That's not how Trump works. Trump wants to have good connections with other countries so that everything's flowing better. There's more, I'll get cohesion with other countries. And he will pick and choose, of course, who they are. But I am getting that with Trump. He just wants to come in and he wants to save America. I'm seeing Trump throwing out life buoys to all the little people and all the little states like California, New York, even Florida from the immigrants. He wants to save everybody and bring them in on his big boat and save everyone. He can see that everyone is drowning in America, basically, and that's pretty much everyone. I know I've got a lot of you living over there. You're having a big year this year. There's a lot going on, guys. Oh, it's not easy. Oh, fingers. People start to stand up. No one much stands up in New York. Not New York. Well, New York do. But America, do they? Or are we just not hearing about it, guys? Because we see nothing. All right, let's keep going. Getting Britain. I'm seeing soldiers, guys. I'm seeing soldiers. I'm getting like street marches. There might be more displays of military soldiers, and I'm not meaning the Edinburgh tattoo and all this kind of stuff. I'm meaning literally marches. More, they might even call it like Veterans Day or something like this, but I am seeing that there's going to be more displays of power, more displays. I think Sushi's trying to send messages actually to the rest of the world that look what we've got. We've got a good army. We're strong. UK is very strong. We've got our own protection. We won't be threatened. We won't be intimidated. For example, China, Russia, whoever. We won't be intimidated. I think you're going to start to see more displays of this kind of thing. Military soldiers marching with great precision. And Sushi, I feel like Sushi's going to be very proud of what he's creating. We know what they're creating. That lovely, everybody fall into line communism that we don't want. So I feel like Sushi's going to be doing this. He's going to be really focusing a lot on military. He might even do a lot more military spending. There might be more money going into tankers, protecting the UK borders. As if they just keep letting them flow on in, don't they? So it's all going to be the trickery and illusion show. We know that it is. And that's what Sushi's going to be doing, spending a lot on military. But I'm seeing more tankers and things for him, more ground military, which would be more the army kind of stuff. Border protection. As if. Oh, we have to laugh, don't we, guys? All right, let's keep going. I'm getting Kate. Oh, of course, we've got to get the Royals while we're in the UK. We know it's a continuing circus show. But I told you, they've rebranded themselves because they know they have to get with the modern age of drama. People want drama. It sells magazines, you know. This is what I'm getting. We knew they had to do something to keep themselves on the royal stage of importance, the Royal Kardashians, and they're doing it beautifully. Everybody's talking about it. I can imagine in the UK... Oh, everyone will be talking about it. All the paparazzi, all the magazines. I'm getting that Kate's struggling to stand up. That's what I'm getting. That's why I got this message in the first place. Kate's struggling to stand up. It's showing me her like she can hardly move. I reckon she got an infection. Something's happened. I wonder if she had liposuction around her tummy. I don't know. Something's happened because she's getting to that age, isn't she, where you start to spread a little bit. I could be wrong. But anyway, and don't even go down the photo fiasco road. What are they up to, these royals? I don't know. But I am getting that she's struggling to stand up at the moment. Certainly dragging on the old secret operation, isn't it? So I'm getting that. Hang on. Keep getting it. England's rising. I keep getting UK's rising. You have to. We know there's movement around Kent, Wales. Let's hope, Chris, we were talking about last night, let's hope the momentum doesn't die off and that it keeps going and vibrating and all happening, guys. Fingers to that. So I'm going to keep telling you when I get it that England's rising. It could be coming. Be patient, guys. Be patient. See, we know that sushi covers everything up. Sushi just covers everything up. He's just not telling you guys a lot until it's on your doorstep. And then it's kind of like almost too late because people go into shock and they don't know what to do and what's happening here. And it's like that low emission zones in Edinburgh that you were telling me about, Taffy, wasn't it, in Scotland? Like what the hell? People, you think of an average person who's not a conspiracy theorist, flat earth tin foil wearing person who wouldn't know anything about anything, or why do we need low emissions, like they just go along with it. Well, not all, but some would. Some will wake up, of course, but they just go along with it. It's completely mad. They wouldn't even know what the low LEZ thing meant. It's probably got the LEZ sign. They wouldn't even know what it actually meant. They'd have to Google it to find out what it is. We know what it is, just another form of control of the little people. All right, see if there's anything else. Oh, I'm getting Europe, and they're just showing me like lighting up, Europe shaking. Oh, the protests are good over there, guys. They're holding strong. I keep getting the visual of the tractors with the diesel and the smoke coming out, that they're still holding strong in their power and strength. So I am getting Europe's having very, very good fight backs. But of course, we'll never see it, because unless you're living there, you're not going to know what's going on, because they don't want the rest of the world waking up. So that's never going to be fed to any mainstream media outlet for sure. But I am getting that Europe's really shaking everything up. It's shaking everything up. They're showing me it's like putting a whole heap of marbles in a shoebox and shaking it. That's what I'm getting for Europe. This really loud shaking of, you think of marbles in a shoebox, like a shoebox with marbles in it, how loud that would be. That's what I'm getting. This vibration is so good in Europe. Hey, Spocky. In the dirt. Oh, they're both in the dirt today. They're so grubby. Oh my goodness. It's a bit cooler here today. Got a bit of cloud cover, guys. All right, let me see if there's one more thing and then we'll pull some cards. This is a message for us, guys. Us freedom fighter, maverick, rebel, brave heart, BS detectors, etc. We have to keep returning home. Like when you venture out, just keep returning home. When you venture out, just keep returning home. And home is your safe place, your haven, the place where you feel protected. That's just what I'm getting. Just really look after yourself this year. It's very, very important, guys. This is a big year for us of healing. And I think we could all agree that so far that's what's been going on, hasn't it, guys? Because we know that we can sit back now, we can retreat, and we can just allow everyone to wake up and see the truth, because the truth is coming, and it's coming very quickly towards people, and they're seeing it now. They know it. They know it. Even if they don't want to really acknowledge it and see it, it is happening. Yes, it might be on a different frequency vibration, but it's still going to have an effect on them. So we have to keep returning home. I'm getting this song, Homeward Bound, home, when I love and not be home. Da, 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 da. I'm just getting that song, Homeward Bound. I don't know who sings it though. Home, da, 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 da. Just meaning keep returning home, guys. Just keep returning home so you don't lose your way, is what I'm getting. I don't think many of us are going to lose our way, because we don't head towards anything government's dishing out to us anyway, do we? So I am getting that song. Oh, and they're also giving me that song by The Doors, Light My Fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, set the night on fire. So things are really heating up. That's why we're getting that song, guys. Things are really heating up this year on the awakening front. We know the vibrational shift is changing. And we have moments where it seems to go really full on and then it sort of quietens down. But remember, even when these protests and that start, they put it on mainstream media, but then they squash it all because they don't want it coming out. But it doesn't mean it's not happening. It's still happening, guys. It is still happening. The protest is still happening. Let's just keep putting that vibe out there as well, guys, that it continues to grow, especially in the UK. I don't put much energy on Australia because not going to happen, guys. Absolutely hopeless. Anyway, that's a whole other saga. All right, how about we pull some cards, guys? Let's firstly pull a universe card, guys. Get a bit of guidance to see what we need to be doing at this current time. My dogs are having a lovely rest today. Planet formation process. All looks a little blurry there, doesn't it, if you think about it? Planet formation process. So I guess what they're saying, just accept this is a process. The awakening is a process. You even look at that, it's kind of got dark clouds, hasn't it, really? So we're still sort of waiting for the clouds to clear. So the awakening is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. Don't expect miracles. Although after 4 years, I don't think any of us have really expected any miracles, have we, guys? Just the fact that anyone wakes up is like a miracle to us. Let's pull a unicorn. It's sticking together. They're all back to front. I've got to sort my cards out. Terrible. Okay, we're going to get this one. Service. Service with an open heart is a key to satisfaction. And there's a wheelchair. Look at us helping people. We're helping because a lot of people this year are going to feel very broken. They're going to feel damaged. They're going to feel, I would say, quite debilitated by a lot of the things that are going on. We especially know that, there's the words, guys, with the cost of living. A lot of people are going to feel like they're going to need a little bit of help this year. Service with an open heart is a key to satisfaction. Which really is just being kind to others, guys. Lend a kind ear. If people are waking up, we don't have to kind of go, how did you not see this crap? Why didn't you wait? That's not who we are. We're not going to do that. We're just going to embrace that they're waking up and keep allowing them to blossom and to evolve from the cocoon into the caterpillar. From the caterpillar into the butterfly. Just allow these things to happen, guys, with kindness. Let's pull a Doreen Virtue. There's a few little birds today, isn't there? Study. And we've had this a few times too. And look at the rainbow energy there. And when I see study, to me that's about just growing and learning. Keep studying your spirituality. But it's also about studying things that bring you to life and bring you joy. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything. It could be that you try something new. It could be that you take up a new sport. You do a new hobby. You learn how to meditate. You might try listening to a new guru on YouTube. So many things that we can try. Study. And I guess that's about opening up to your gifts too. We've got the book there, Learning, Growing. We talk about the spiritual master's degree that we're supposed to be doing this year. That's pretty funny, isn't it, guys? We do have to laugh at the guides. They are trying to guide us through this absolute clown show, guys, somehow. I don't know how, but anyway. All right. I'm going to quickly do my little quick mini pull a card first, guys, and then we'll close. Today I'm going to be doing a pull a card for you, Debbie, because it was your birthday yesterday. I thought of Kookaburra. Did you hear him? You got the kookaburra, guys. He was laughing. Did you hear him, Sprocket? The kookaburra. Oh, I hope you heard that. Oh, that must have been for you, Debbie. You got a kookaburra laugh for your birthday. That's pretty special. All right, how about we pull you a unicorn card? Oh, that was beautiful. Hardly ever hear a kookaburra. I heard one the other day when I was out here, but I didn't think I'd capture it. Oh, that's so good. I hope you guys heard it. Oh, Chris, you'll be happy. You've been wanting to hear a kookaburra. You got a live one. I can't see him. He's up in one of the big trees here. If I hear him again, I'll go quiet so you can hear him. All right, this is for you, Debbie. Become a peace ambassador. So that message for you, Deb, is to just stay really open, stay in your peaceful place, allow information to come to you, but also allow people to come to you, Debbie. You're a very kind soul. You uplift people a lot. You make them feel stronger. You must say really kind things to people that make them feel stronger. Like, people really, 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 really like being around you, Debbie. You're a very, very uplifting soul. You have very upbeat energy. You have a very good vibration that people are very magnetized to you. It's beautiful. That's a lovely, lovely quality, Debbie. I'll pull you Adoring Virtue as well, Deb. Oh, retreat. There you go. The message is loud and clear, Debbie, you need to retreat and take care of yourself. I feel like you're not doing enough to... this is around your health. I feel like you're feeling a little drained lately. You're very tired. You're very run down. You're feeling very drawn in your energy. I feel you've got to get your energy up. The guides are kind of saying, like, have you been for a walk lately? Have you looked around at the trees? They're just showing me that you need to just... Well, they're saying do small, simple things. They're even saying you could sit on a rock. And a rock, they're saying to me that a rock can be very energizing. See how there's rocks at the base of her feet? They're actually telling me, Debbie, that you could sit on a rock. Apparently rocks emit energy. I guess that's why we talk about crystals and things like that. And also here in this card, I'm getting the flowing. Just keep flowing as well. Keep your energy high. But they're saying maybe go and find a rock and find a little bit of solace by sitting on a rock. Rocks emit energy. They sort of hold heat. If you think of a big rock or a boulder, I don't know if you've got any around you, you may have. They're saying go sit on a rock. They want you to sit on a rock quite regularly. Like, just sit there and contemplate and think about life. But the reason they want you to sit on this rock is they want you to feel the energy frequency of the rock. It's almost like the rock is like this, they're showing me is like a mediator, or what would you call it, the go-between, between the earth and you. It sort of buffers out too much overwhelm of the earth energy. It acts as a buffer for you. So they want you to go and like sit on a rock. And they're even showing me you picking up a rock and feeling a rock. I'm just getting this rock energy for you. And they're showing, they're just showing me like all different kinds of rocks and smooth rocks that you could skip along the water. Is that what they call it when you skip rocks along the water? They're showing me like sort of, you must have an affinity to rocks. I'm getting this, you have a good feeling. When you have rocks and things in your hands, or there's something about the energy of rocks, I just keep getting it with you. It has a feeling. So they're even saying, just pick up rocks, look at a rock, look at the beauty of a rock, absorb the energy of the rock. I'm getting this for you. So when you're out walking or you're out in your garden, you know, if you see a rock, I want you to pick it up and I want you to hold it. The guides are saying that's how you retreat. That's how you rebuild your strength and energy. It's from the earth, but there's something about the rock energy. And you think about a rock, it's very stable, it's very strong. I'm just getting that for you. rocks bring you stability, Debbie. For some reason, I just keep getting rocks. There's even lotus in that picture there. If you look in the water, there's actually lotus. So you've already emerged and you've awakened. You're a true beauty, Debbie. But your way of retreating, I'm just getting it's about rock energy. I don't know if that means anything to you, or that you have rocks around you, or you love looking at, you wonder at rocks, like you look and go, wow. And maybe you feel that old energy of a rock. You think how long rocks have been around. Like, it takes a long time. You think of a stream or something, it takes a long time for water to wear rocks down in rock pools or anything like that. I feel like you're very fascinated by that erosion process. So rocks have a very old healing energy that will really help you, Debbie. Oh, that's interesting. That's a different one, Debbie. So I want you to think about that. Let me know if that resonates with you, Debbie, as well. So something about rock energy is very important for you, and it helps you to heal. Oh, I'm going to leave you with that today, Debbie. I hope you did have a beautiful birthday as well. Let me see, guys. Now we'll see if there's anything else to finish off with today for everybody. Oh, who was it? There was one of you told me about a song called Mulder and Scully. I'll write the name down. I forgot to write it down. I was halfway through listening to it. There is a song called Mulder and Scully. I'll get it to you next time. If not, I'll leave it down below, guys. Go listen to it. Because we're the Mulder and Scullys now this year, guys, aren't we, with our filing systems? I think it was you, Fat Toad, wasn't it? Someone was telling me about it. So go listen to that song, guys. All right. Right, Spocky? Right, Soph? Good girl. Sophie, the good girl. They're funny, aren't they? They're so dirty. White dogs. They always get dirty. I'm getting that song. Don't stop moving to the funky, funky beat. We've had that before too. S Club 7, I think it is. Keep on moving to the funky, funky beat. I like that song. It's got a good beat, that song, hasn't it? I'm getting that. I'm getting that song by, I don't know who it's by. And I don't want to miss a thing. Is it Aerosmith, Aeropilot? Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, girl. And I don't want to miss a thing. That's for us, because we don't want to miss a thing this year, because it's so entertaining. There's so much going on. We don't want to miss a thing, so we don't want to close our eyes, guys. That's what I'm getting for us. We want to keep them wide open. Oh my God. Oh, what a year it's been. All right, hang on, I'll see if there's one more thing. Oh, I'm getting Cyndi Lauper, that. If you're lost and you look and you will find me time after time. But I'm getting that, I was getting a line from it about the battle. I can't get it now. I had one of the lines from that song, but it's gone. And now, of course, I'm getting Pat Benatar's Love is a Battlefield. It's a battlefield. It has been a battlefield, I've got to say. The love, frequency, vibration of the awakening has been a bit of a battlefield. Not anymore, because we're not battling anymore, though, guys, are we? Just let me see if I can get something just to finish off with. Oh, my God. Some days I get so much music, don't I, guys? I'm getting that song, Crust of Mersey, is it? Very crossed the Mersey. I don't know what the line. We've had this before too, a long time ago. And here I'll stay, and here I'll stay. That's the song for us today. We need to go and listen to that song. Ferry. Is it ferries that cross the Mersey? We've had that before. Some of you don't. Ferries cross the Mersey. I don't know. I'm going to finish with that song today because my brain's fried, of course. I'll say goodbye from me and the doggos. Bye from Sophie, who's still down in the dirt. Say goodbye, Soph. Say goodbye. Bye, Sophie. Oh, you got to flicker the tail. And here's Sprocket, guys. Come and say goodbye to everybody. Oh, he's a big goof, isn't he? All right, I'll say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll talk to you very soon. Don't forget, like button, subscribe, and please comment. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.